everyone, I'm Michelle, a nutrition coach here at Method3 Fitness.
And I'm Sue, Director of Nutrition and Fitness Coach here at Method3 Fitness. And today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
Kind of a big one coming up, and it's kind of the lead into a variety of holidays and events coming forward. So we just wanted to give you some ideas that help us be successful and hopefully will help you be successful as well. So one of the first things I want to do is kind of leading up to Thanksgiving. You know, we've got about a week, a little bit over until Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
Stay as consistent as you can between now and then. And by that I mean both your nutrition and your exercise. We're getting into a busy time of day. Make sure you keep yourself as a priority and make sure you get those workouts in and dial in that nutrition.
All the way up to Wednesday night, right, before Thanksgiving.
Right.
And so that next day on Thanksgiving,
Should I skip a meal?
Well, no, you shouldn't skip a meal.
Okay.
When you wake up, you should make sure you have a well-balanced breakfast like you normally do. And exercise. Go out and do something active before the big...
Yeah, my family likes to play football that day.
Perfect.
So we'll get out there
That's
and
a
do
great
that.
idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Another thing that I like to do just to, as we head into the meal, is before I go, if I'm not hosting, and I don't really have control over what's being served, I like to offer to bring something that I know will help me be successful. Maybe it's an appetizer that I know I can eat.
That's a good
Or maybe
idea.
my favorite is I want to bring a nice green salad because my family is
you'll have something
famous
good.
for the creamed vegetables, creamed everything. So I always do that. So.
And so when you bring an appetizer, that makes me think about how I approach the room.
Yeah.
So we go to someone's house, we go to grandma's house for Thanksgiving. So think about where you are and where the food is and the appetizers when you're hanging out waiting for dinner.
Yeah.
So you don't want to position yourself right in front of the kitchen
Or right by the appetizer table.
or sit at the chair right in front of all the
yeah.
food. Grab a chair or sit on the floor or something.
And then with those appetizers, we usually get some adult beverages.
Yes, we do.
And so it's deciding before you go, number one, what you're going to have if you have the option, and going for some of the lighter beverages, maybe a light beer, a wine spritzer, champagne, whatever is there. But then also kind of choosing for your brain. You know, there's going to be maybe wine with dinner. So how many cocktails am I going to have before?
Exactly.
And what am I going to do? And actually, one of my favorite things that helps me with that appetizer table as well is it's the cocktail in this glass and a big old glass of water in this one.
Absolutely.
That's a couple things.
Helpful.
Number one, if I'm thirsty, this is going to go down in a hurry, whereas this is what should go down.
In between.
It kind of slows down the rate of consumption.
And the other thing is have a plan. So kind of know before you're going into Thanksgiving what you're going to do with your alcohol. Are you going to have 1, 2 drinks? And figure out when you want to have it the most. Do you want to have it with your Thanksgiving dinner, like Sue said? Do you want to have that great wine? Do you want to have it beforehand? So kind of, again, have a plan like we do with our meal planning, our food, everything. We want to know what we're doing.
Right.
You may not stick with it, and we'll talk about that, but having a plan is a big part of it.
Huge way to start to set yourself up for success. Okay, we go to the Thanksgiving table, and it may be the buffet, it may be maybe family style. I don't know how your family does it, but what do you do to help yourself stay successful?
So the first thing I do, and like Sue said, it depends, either it's a buffet, you serve and then sit down, or it's all at the table. I like to check everything out. So don't just look at one end of the table, look at everything. And then again, I'm back to having a plan. Decide what you're going to do. And we'll talk about that specifically, but again, it's, figure out, I like those yams and I know I want to try that. So kind of in your head, figure out what your approach will be to your food.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things to do with Thanksgiving or any big meal is because I brought that salad.
Yes.
Half my plate is going to be salad and vegetables.
Right.
But that's not the green bean casserole. That's the nice fresh vegetables. Or it's steamed or roasted or something. So knowing that half my plate is going to be my vegetables and my salad. Of that remaining half, about half of that, so a quarter of my plate is where my nice lean white turkey, skinless turkey breast is going to be.
Yes.
And then I got that little pie shape left, and that's where I'm going to put maybe a little dollop of those mashed potatoes that Grandma makes so well, and maybe a little bit green bean casserole.
Yes.
Those yams, that stuffing. But I have just a little. It's just a bite, but it's going to give me what I need.
Now, when you have your little corner, let's talk about your corner. I have questions for you. When you take that first bite and it's delicious, how about the second and third bite? Should I finish that quarter?
Only if that second and third bite are just as delicious as the first bite. So that, you know, there's a little anticipation going into that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and what you just touched on is super important. Enjoy. I think
enjoy. Yeah.
We certainly say it with every meal, but with Thanksgiving or with any big meal, slow down.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's talking. There's a lot of activity. You're catching up with family and friends. Take your time. Savor every bite. Take that bite of mashed potatoes and really feel what it feels like in your mouth. Enjoy the flavors. Enjoy everything about it.
A good trick is to put your fork down in between your bites, because you have so many people there that you're enjoying and talking to. The way to slow it down is literally putting your fork down, enjoy your bite, take some water, and then pick your fork up again. It just slows you down.
You know, and I think a meal like that, we're always tempted to go back for seconds.
Yes. So what should we do?
Well, you know, part of my plan is always to say, number one, I probably am only going to need one plate.
Okay.
I may not need seconds, but I always give myself 15 or 20 minutes after I finish that first plate, and maybe I haven't finished that first plate because Grandma's stuffing didn't turn out quite as well this year. It wasn't amazing, so I didn't finish
those bites weren't as good.
No,
the
second bite, you know, and I am saving me a little space for that pumpkin pie.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You talked about your quarter portion of your white turkey. How do I approach gravy? What if I want to put the condiments and I want gravy and I want something on the mashed potatoes?
You know, those condiments tend to be high fat, high sugar. There are cranberry sauce or gravy, the butter that's going on the rolls, things like that, whipped cream that's going to go on that pie.
Yes.
Those kind of really need to fit over in that quarter. So, but if you can take them off that quarter and put it on your turkey.
So pick and choose.
Pick and choose. Pick and choose what you're going to do.
Right.
And then when it comes time for desserts, again, look at what's there, decide what really is going to warm your soul, warm your heart. Choose a little tiny piece. None of us need the big amount afterwards. Or share.
Yeah. I share with my husband a piece of pie. It'd go a lot faster on his side than it will for me. So absolutely. So let him have sharing is great. And
kind of that I want to touch on is, you know, this is a traditional meal, and a lot of tradition is feeding the soul as well as the belly.
Absolutely.
So I never want to tell someone not to enjoy something that's crucial to their emotional health as well.
Right.
So
honor
that. Just be mindful of what you're doing. So, and then after dinner,
so after dinner, yes, we have all the leftovers, and it's not quite time for dessert yet. So what you want to do, a suggestion, is if you're going to someone's house, bring some containers with you in case they don't have them, because you know, whether you're hosting, you want to give the food away, right? That you're not eating. But bring containers if you want to take some of that turkey from your grandma's house.
If Grandma's going to share.
If she'll share.
Be ready.
If she'll share.
But be mindful of those leftovers too.
The yams?
Yeah. Well, you know, kind of be mindful of, you know, we're going to get back on the horse on Friday.
Yes.
So, you know, make sure you don't have those major temptations. You didn't take all of the leftover pumpkin pie.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're going to be mindful and say, okay, this my turkey will freeze really nicely. The veggies will freeze very nicely. I can probably enjoy this salad tomorrow.
Right.
But really being mindful of what's left. And the other thing that I want you to be aware of is get some movement right after that meal.
Go on a walk.
Yeah,
right?
my family, the tradition is to get up and walk between. You know, where we can all everybody's pushing away from the table and say, let's let that settle before we head into the dessert course. And you know, a lot of times that added time gives me more time to realize I don't really want it.
You get full. You're done. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, day after, what do you do?
Day after. So the day after is like the day before Thanksgiving. Go back to your routine. get up, have a good breakfast, a healthy breakfast, and work out and be back to the way you were. And don't have any regrets for Thanksgiving.
No thanks, no day after remorse.
No, don't feel bad.
If it didn't go like you planned, it was one meal.
Absolutely.
One meal. So just realize that one day is not going to make or break it. It's if you allow that one day to snowball into 2 days and 3 days and 4 days. So set yourself up for success.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I hope
Have
you
a
enjoy.
Great turkey day.
Yeah, enjoy every moment, enjoy family, and we'll see you guys next week.
Take care.